Hello, everybody, and welcome to this masterclass. And today we are talking about eating compulsa and what we can do to overcome it. So to do that, I'm going to share my screen with you. We're going to learn something and practice something. So today we're going to talk about eating compulsa, and I'm going to explain everything what is eating compulsa. So, and I'm going to explain and share my story with you guys, and also tell you tools how we can overcome it. And to start with, we're going to start a little bit different. So we're going to do a meditation. So I want you to put yourselves in a comfortable position, whatever that position is, and you can take your glasses if you want to make yourself comfortable. So the only thing I need is the palms of your hands facing up. You can cross the legs, set your feet down, and whenever you're ready, you're gonna close your eyes, and you're gonna take a deep breath in and out. Take a couple more. And as you keep breathing, I want you just to pay attention to my voice. And as you keep breathing, you're gonna feel the air coming into your nose, going all the way into your lungs. And then you're gonna breathe out from your mouth. And as you keep doing this, you're gonna start feeling yourself more calm, more relaxed. And I want you to visualize yourself anytime as you're breathing in, that is good energy. That is something that fills you up with positive energy. And anytime as you're breathing out, you are letting go. So visualize yourself letting go all the stress, all the anxiety, all those bad thoughts, self-doubts, criticism, everything that you don't need. And time by time, you are accumulating inside ourselves. So visualize yourself putting positive energy into yourself. You can give it a color. So if you want to bring like gold color going into your nose, filling up the cells of your body, your lungs, and from your mouth, you are breathing out. You can also bring a color, a dark color, brown, black, whatever means for you. And you are visualizing that self-doubt, the procrastination, anything that you know that is holding you back and you know that you don't need. And you really feel calmness coming into your body, the relaxation. You feel lighter. And now, since you are going to talk about episodes of food, I want you to visualize a few times that you are eating, either you are eating hidden for someone, or you are punishing yourself with food, or you know that you ate so much that you felt nausea or discomfort, and you are visualizing yourself from the outside, like you are seeing a movie of yourself. And I want you to go there, to put the hand on the shoulder of that person that you are visualizing, which is yourself, and saying, it's okay. You did your best. You did know better. It's okay to make mistakes. But you want better for you. You want to let go that old version of you that used food for comfort, that used food to cover up your emotions, that used food to celebrate, that used food or alcohol or anything that you know that is harming yourself. And whatever feelings come with it, the guilty, the frustration, the sadness, the disgust, whatever those feelings come with it, you're gonna let it go. You're gonna forgive yourself for every time that you chose to use food. Because in the way, the only thing that you wanted was just some comfort, was just some love. And you thought that food would give you that comfort, that love that you needed at that time. But food did not give you that. Or if it did, was for a short time. But then after, you felt worse with the guilty, with shame, with frustration, with sadness. So you want to forgive yourself and you want to let go. So embrace that person that did that a while ago, maybe yesterday, maybe a year ago, 5 years ago, 10 years ago. Hold that person and hug that person because that person just needed love. So give that love back. Forgive because everything starts with that. When you don't forgive yourself for your own mistakes, you are burdening yourself with so much weight that you don't need, that prevents you from going forward. It's you that are putting that pressure on you, no one else. So it's time to let go of this burden, of guilty, of shame, because we all make mistakes. In the same way that you forgive your best friend, your parents, your siblings for their mistakes, forgive yourself also. You are just a human being, learning, improving. And if you are here, you are taking so many steps forward that many people don't even try. So give yourself grace, give yourself kindness, give yourself love, and hold yourself in your arms. Visualize yourself hugging yourself. And if you really feel like hugging yourself right now, brace yourself now and let go and say it's okay to make mistakes. I still love you. I still care for you. And feel that hug tight, feel that care, feel that love, and keep it inside yourself. And come back here at any time. Hug yourself as many times as you need. Anytime that you make a mistake, obviously take the responsibility of it, but hug yourself. Be kind to you. Instead of criticizing yourself and make yourself feel even worse, now it's the time that you need a hug. So hug yourself and feel that warm feeling. So you go back to your breathing again. Deep breathing in and out. You're gonna start feeling yourself here right now in this moment again, in this masterclass, where we are going to improve ourselves, learning something new and make it better. So whenever you're ready, you can open your eyes. And having the energy that you need to start this, instead of criticizing, instead of pushing yourself back, starting fresh, okay? So let's go. Now I feel amazing. Wow. So I just need to push this back. Okay, so what is eating compulsa? So basically eating compulsa is an eating disorder, and it's a compulsive eating, and is characterized by when someone eats a lot of food without really feeling hungry. It may can start with anger, but reaches a point that is not the anger that makes the person eat. It's just like she cannot stop eating. So it's this person takes a lot a huge quantity of foods that can be same thing, can be mixed up, can be sweet, savory, can be drinks, can be anything. So anything that this person likes, she can eat anything and mix up anything until she can literally not eat anymore or drink. So it becomes in a point that she literally physically cannot eat anymore. This is usually when he stop eating. So this is what characterizes the person that has this eating disorder. And I had this eating disorder. I'm going to tell you a little bit more about it. So this subject is very sensitive and personal to me. Now I can talk about it without shame, without any problem. But for many years, this was something that I didn't even realize that I have this, because I just felt like I could not control myself eating. I didn't realize, but later on I realized something was not right, because was hiding myself eating. So I realized something was not right. And when I understood what was happening, I had a lot of shame. So hopefully this masterclass, if you find out that you are in this case or nearby, you bring awareness and you can speak about it, because it does help. So what are the main causes of eating compulsion? Diets, usually it's the main cause. So in my case, it starts with diets. It doesn't mean that it's for everybody the same, but in my case, start with diets. So diets without supervision of a specialist, which are usually very strict, and they can trigger to an eating disorder. Quitting eating things that we like, or many foods, and don't have any guidance in terms of what we are doing. So usually what happens is, when you are on a diet and you say to yourself, or someone even told you, you go to a professional and sometimes you have a list of foods that you can eat, the list of foods that you can eat. And most probably the things that you cannot eat are things that you like. So you are preventing yourself from eating things that you like, that are forbidden. And when you say to yourself that you are forbidden, the more you're going to crave it. So what happens is, for some time you feel like you cannot eat those foods, but it's going to become a time that you will go and you eat it. And you will not eat just a piece of the chocolate, of the cake, of the ice cream, of the burger, whatever it is. You're going to eat a huge quantity, because in your brain, you are make something, you are forbidden. So you can just eat on that day. That's why you're going to eat a lot, because you know that then you cannot eat again. So this is what really triggers the most restricted diets. So besides this, the problem is not just cutting out food from delicious things that you enjoy eating. There is also biological influence behind all of this. The body needs all nutrients, carbs, protein, fats. So usually there are diets that says, now you cannot eat carbs, now you cannot eat fat. I don't know any that doesn't eat any protein, but maybe there are. So whenever you are on a diet that you are cutting on nutrients, it's a biological need. Our body, our cells need carbs, protein, and fat for different reasons that we are not going to talk about here today, but our body needs. So if you are on a diet that you are restricting yourself from carbs or protein or fat, please consider that you are harming your body. And later on, you will feel it, either through an eating disorder, either through a illness, because your body needs those nutrients, okay? So when the body stays too long, hours, days, weeks, without ingesting these nutrients, the brain captures the message of lack and prepares to ensure survival, which can lead to compulsive consumption when the foods are ingested again. So this is what exactly happened to me. So when I start to appear fit, in shape, I start restricting myself mostly from carbs. So everything, I was counting calories, I was counting everything, and I kept my diet pretty well for maybe 1 year, obviously with breaks. So mostly on the weekends, or on the weekends that I was going to see my parents, I would break it and I would eat bread. And when I'm saying I was restricting myself, I was restricting myself from bread, pasta, rice, bananas, for example. I would eat just yogurts at that time with no sugar, no fats. So I was really restricted to myself, which didn't end up in a good way. So maybe check what are you doing also. Okay, another reason. So for me, it started with diets, but then it went to emotion comfort. So some people also use food to cover up the emotions. So emotional changes like end of the relationship, stress situations can also link to consuming a lot of food. So when the food is used as emotional support, it tends to discount frustration, sadness, stress, and eating. So whatever we do, so whenever you have a stressful situation, or we are sad about it, or we broke with our partners, we use food to comfort ourselves. But the problem is we feel comfort while we eat. As soon as we stop eating, the guilty hits so hard because we know that what we did is wrong. And straight away it comes like, I will get fat. So straight away you feel that what you did was wrong and you feel you regret it. So you feel, so it didn't solve the situation. The emotion situation stays there. You broke up with your partner or you had a stressful situation. The problem is still there. And now you have another problem because you ate too much. So now you are just adding more stress into the stress that you had before. And this can lead to depression, anxiety, low self-esteem. Trauma can also trigger eating disorders. So obviously, so when you have a traumatic situation, you can also use food to cover up your emotion. That's why it's so important to seek for help when we cannot help ourselves. So whenever you have a situation, a end of a relationship, or something really stressful, a death of someone that we love, anything that causes trauma, and we cannot solve it on ourselves, we should seek therapy. We should seek someone that can help us, that can try to make our pain, to ease our pain, and we don't use food to comfort us. We need to learn how to deal with our emotions. We cannot keep putting our emotions, the one that are labeled as bad, because there is not something that is bad, is only bad if you keep it inside ourselves. But feeling rage, feeling sadness, feeling frustration is an emotion like it is being happy, being grateful, feeling great. All the emotions are normal and we should feel all of them. The only thing is when we keep inside ourselves the rage, the frustration, the guilty, those emotions will kill us. And literally, I'm literally talking, they will kill us. But feeling them and then knowing how to release them on their own time, that's what we need to learn. It's not about avoiding feeling, is how we let them go and understand what the emotion is saying. Because if you feel frustration about something or rage about something, why we are feeling that way? So the emotions is always telling us a message. So that's why it's so important to be emotional intelligence, which is understanding our emotions and not reacting with our emotions. So that's why it's so important to seek for help in terms of understanding and releasing our emotions, and which emotion should I keep inside myself, which emotion I can feel and I should let go. Again, there are also situations which the person develops the eating disorder in celebration or euphoria. So exactly. So sometimes we are super excited about a situation. We are super happy. We got the promotion. We are celebrating a wedding, whatever it is. So also the happy situation can also lead into eating disorder. So again, it's all about how we manage our emotions. Self-image issues. Not being satisfied with the appearance of our own body is one of the risks of eating compulsa. This was, then later on it became one problem for me also. This problem is more common among teenagers and young people as the emotional structure is still in formation. Constantly trying to fit in the beauty patterns can also lead to development of other eating disorders as bulimia. And here, of course, the teenagers and young people, they don't have so much structure, mentally and emotional structure. But these days, with the social media, with the amount of things that we see on social media, and we are always comparing ourselves to people that don't even exist, because most of the things that are on social media, they're not even real. So we are literally comparing and putting ourselves in a position of it doesn't exist perfection. So be very careful with what are you comparing to, because you should not be comparing yourself to anybody. That's the first one. You are unique and there is nobody in the world like you. So and we want all to feel special, and we are all special because there is nobody in the world, unless you have a twin brother, a twin person exactly like you with the same DNA, and even though it's not exactly like you because the personality is different, but we all are different and unique from everybody, and we want to look the same. So we are all doing these things, the physical things that we are doing to our faces, the botoxes, whatever we are doing to ourselves to fit in, is not even because we feel like doing it. Nothing against if you want to do any procedure, I'm not criticizing, but what I feel is people are just copying. Everybody's doing it, so I'm going to do it. You don't even ask, does it make sense to you? Do you really know who you are? This is really because your soul is asking you, or because everybody around you is doing it? And also it comes here another part, which is most of us, we grew up listening from family, siblings, teachers, and when we hear the people that we look up to, that we love the most, and they did their best again, but when we constantly were criticized and physically criticized about our appearance, our self-beliefs about ourselves become them. So if they had issues about their own appearance, and they tell us, oh, you look this way, you are this, you are fat, you are this, we start to believing that we are that person. Someone taught us, so we need to learn that belief, it's from that person, but now it's our own belief, because for many years maybe you heard that. So you need to now be conscious that that belief is not yours, and you can start believing in something else. And if you can believe in something else, believe that you are amazing, believe in something that lifts you up. But again, this takes work. So the first thing is bring awareness. Why do you believe that you are this person? Why do you believe that you are fat? Why do you believe that your appearance is this or that? So it's really important to bring awareness, consciousness, and then you can change. And this is something that requires time and work. And here you really need someone that helps you to bring you a new belief that can lift you up. So I think some of the things I already told about. So what are the main causes for the self-image issues? Social media networks, new diets, following models and actresses that they all look amazing and thin and healthy. Whatever, this is not true, because maybe that is true that you have an actress that lost 10 kilos in a month. Is it healthy? No way. What they did to reach that? Maybe they did not eat for maybe a week, or they cut themselves in terms of food that it's not manageable. We cannot do it. And remember that these people, they have access to anybody that is going to help them to reach that goal. It's not like you cannot do it, but it's not sustainable. Even for them, it's not sustainable, and they can put their health in risk. So I remember a few years ago that Kardashian, she lost, I don't know, 7 kilos in a week or something. I can't really remember what is it. So she could fit in a dress for an event. Come on, guys. If you know that you have a wedding, if you know that you have an important event, you don't know about that event a week before. So if you know for months before or a few months before, start preparing yourself for that. Or the best thing you can do, if you have healthy and fit habits, you don't need to be prepared. You are already prepared. If you live a healthy lifestyle, you don't need to go and to fit yourself into a gym and start being crazy about working out. You're already working out. Your body is already fit and healthy. You don't need to be perfect for that dress or whatever it is. You're already on it, you know. So don't start doing something just for the wedding or just for the event or just for the promotion. Do it for your life. So you don't need to bother or worry about that. You can improve yourself. Yes, I do understand that if you are getting married, you want to have the best shape of your life. Maybe you push a little bit harder for that specific occasion, but you don't need to lose 30 kilos, 20 kilos or something. And if, let's say, you had a baby and then you want to lose the weight of the pregnancy and you want to get back to your normal, give yourself time. Be kind to you. So you don't need to do any of these crazy things, because when you do these crazy things, you are not respecting yourself. Okay, so stop comparing yourself to other people. And I said this before, we kill our uniqueness and how special we are when we constantly compare ourselves with someone that has nothing to do with us. It has a completely different background, different beliefs, different system than us, different everything. So why am I comparing with someone? I can use someone to inspire me. Yes, definitely. If I have someone that is in a level that I want to reach in any goal, I look up to, but not because I want to be like that person, but because that person inspires me and do things that I also want to do, and I want to reach certain things, but I want to reach in my way, because we are different. So stop comparing yourself in that way that you feel less than that person. You are not less than anybody. You are you. You are different. And maybe that person reached that goal in a month, in a year, in, I don't know. Maybe you need more time because, again, you are different, or maybe you need less. So stop comparing yourself to anybody. Use people to inspire you, to do things that you also want to do to reach, but not to diminish you, not to kill how special you are. Okay, so be careful what you watch on social media, and you start to feeling a little bit like off on social media, unfollow people. Come on, you have the button. If you don't feel well, if you feel like whatever someone is sharing, it doesn't go well with you, you don't feel good about it, unfollow it. Stop watching it. Watch things that lifts you up, not that puts you down. So main symptoms: eating compulsion can affect physical appearance, have emotional consequences, and severely impact on the personal social interaction. This is because it's common for individuals who are going through this problem not to maintain active social life out of shame and fear of eating out of control in front of other people, such as family and friends. This was exactly what happened to me. So when I realized that either I gained weight and I did not see some people for some time, and I will realize they will notice that I gained weight and they will say something. I would avoid as much as possible to go out with these people. So for me, I stopped going on some social events. And the second was because I felt so ashamed of myself in the eating out. I would avoid to go. And what happens most of the time when I would go, either was my best friend's birthday or something, and I know everybody would eat more than usually, I was going like I'm going to behave very well, but then because everybody was enjoying themselves, I was not. I was not restricted, and I would go kind of crazy, but in a way that people would not notice because everybody was eating and drinking more than normal. But again, then I would feel shame and fear, but nobody would know on that time that I was going through this. So this is very common with people that have this eating disorder. So also another symptoms, eating very fast. So whenever you are eating a meal, less than 20 minutes, be careful, because it doesn't mean that you for sure has this eating disorder, but just be aware, means that you are eating way more than you probably need. So eating when you are not physical hungry, and if you are here, you know already, you have the hunger scale, you have the 5 golden rules to burn fat. When I explain the difference between physical hunger and emotional hunger. Physical hunger, you physically feel in your body. Your stomach makes noise, you feel lack of energy, and you just want to eat food, general food. You don't want anything specific. When you have emotional anger, you want something specific. You want the chocolate, you want the bread with butter, you want the chips, you want the burger, you want the specific thing. And you don't feel the physical hunger. You don't feel your body's asking you for more. So whenever you want something specific, wait and stop and ask yourself, why do I want the croissant? Why do I want whatever it is? Ask yourself, is my body asking me for food, or it's my emotions that are asking me for food? Eating when you are hiding. So when you feel like nobody can see what I eat, that's another symptom. Feeling sad or guilty about eating, and this is very common. So we associate enjoying food with guilty. So we think that to be in shape and fit and healthy, that we cannot eat chocolate, we cannot eat cake, we cannot drink alcohol, we cannot do any of those things. Like the fit people, the shape people, they don't eat any of it. And that's not true. You should enjoy, because if you behave well during the week and you go out on a weekend and you have your favorite meal, whatever it is, that you don't lose the control of it. You know, you are eating whatever it is, but you are not overdoing. You are just eating because you are enjoying it. You should not feel guilty. Whatever it is, the chips, the cake, the ice cream, the beer, whatever it is, you should enjoy it, because we are what we do in the majority of the time. And if the majority of the time we eat well and we eat good, you can also eat the not so good, but it's also important for your brain, for your mind. Okay, and you should not feel any guilty or sadness around that. Okay, that's me. That's literally me. This is 2015. This is the same holiday. And on here, I think on this holiday for 2 weeks, I think literally I put on 6 kilos in 2 weeks. So basically, just to make my story a little bit shorter, so I already said I start with diets, and without realizing, I think the first episode that I remember to have, for many months I was so restricted with myself, and not just with food. with exercise also. So I was using exercise to burn calories. That was my focus. My focus was not build muscle. My focus was not being able to to reach anything specific. My focus was just burning calories. So most of my workouts were very high intensity, running, or even strength, but very high intensity. Whenever I ate something out of the diet, I would punish myself in the gym until I burn every single calorie, until that it's not bearable anymore. Until there is, I remember one day that I didn't have anything at my place that was out of my diet, and I used to share a place with one of my colleagues, and he had Chocopic. And I was craving sugar, carbs. I don't know what I was craving. I literally could not stop eating. And I don't remember if I finished the full package, which is like nearly 400 grams of Chocopic. I remember to eat, I think, at least half of the package. I don't remember if I finished it or not. I just felt I cannot stop. So physically, your body also needs some kind of carbs. So maybe physically, I needed some nutrients, but then I couldn't stop. I really could not stop. This is the first time I go back to my story and I remember this is maybe 2010, 2011. So this is when I just finished my university. I start working, maybe 2010. I start working and I start to be very focused. I was 58 at the time, so I was not overweight. I'm 162. I was not overweight, but I did not have the shape that I thought I need to have to fit in, to be the fit girl that I associated to be the good professional. And then it all started there. So because I could never maintain a diet because it was so restricted, my weight was not never stable, up and down, up and down. And from 58, I went to 53, I think, or 52 in about maybe less than a year. I think less than a year. And then I maybe maintain it maybe for 1 or 2 years, but very different. Maintain it when I mean maintain it was not never the same, was up and down, maybe 1 2 kilos, 3 kilos. So every time when I was visiting my parents, I was always like feeling so nausea because I ate too much. My mom was cooking my favorite foods, was cooking bread, and when I was working, I would never allow myself to eat those things. So every time I was visiting my mom, I was just eating. And then I was going back to work, working out, restrict diets. So I always got like this. I would never sustain my weight. Then obviously my life changed. I went to London. Again, I put on weight. I lost a lot of weight. And then I lost myself with, obviously I had some personal things that went in my life. My relationship ended. Many things went on, and then I completely lost myself. So this was 2015. I went to London in 2013. So 2 years, I went from 56 kilos to 74 kilos. So we are talking about 2 years to gain almost 20 kilos. That's a lot. And here, I was working out a lot. So imagine if I was not working out. I was literally completely lost. So lost for who I was, what I was doing. And on here, obviously, I understood something is very wrong because I could not stop. And my episodes of eating compulsa were very often. Before was maybe once in let's say a month. Now my episodes, I remember, will be like 2 or 3 times per week. I remember to finish work at 10 p.m. in the gym and going to the small petrol station when they just had a few things to buy, all bad things. And I remember to buy chocolate and chips, and I would mix savory, sweet. Then I would go to for apples. Then I would go for bread. I would mix so many things, but I was like my emotions were all over the place. So this is when I seek help here, and I had a coach. Then anyway, I changed to Abu Dhabi. My weight was a little bit low, so I think when I went to Abu Dhabi, I lost maybe 6 kilos. But I was pushing myself physically so much, and I was trying to be so good with my diet, but I wouldn't go lower than 60, 68, 69. I was always like this, and I was keeping working very hard. And everything changed when I got pregnant, and it naturally just came like this. I cannot keep doing this to myself. I know that what I'm doing is harming my body, and now I have a life inside me. So it like clicked away inside me, like I'm gonna stop dieting straight away when I made this decision. And I just literally stopped dieting. I just ate normally, literally. I ate everything in moderate quantities. I lost weight in the beginning of my pregnancy. I went to maybe 67. I know that I lost weight. Then I gained obviously weight. I was not afraid to gain weight during my pregnancy at all. Then my heaviest was, I think I have the picture when I was pregnant here. Yes. Then I was 80 kilos, the heaviest during my pregnancy. And then I said, I'm going to keep my promise. I will never diet again. So I gave myself time, because every time when I start a diet, I want the results yesterday. So I was never patient enough to see the results from my work. So every time I did not see results in maybe a week, I would go back into eating bad. I had another episode. So after I delivered my baby, I said, I'm gonna give myself time. And I gave myself the time that my body needed. And in 9 months, I think in a little bit less than 9 months, my main goal was going below 60 kilos, because I did not have 60 kilos, below 60 kilos for a long time. And we are talking here, I'm in 2017. Maybe the last time I was below 60 kilos, maybe I was 2013, I believe. So that was my main goal. So this is a recent picture, but I got below 60 kilos in June 2018, so around 9 months after I delivered my baby, and I kept on going. And because through my pregnancy and the deliver process, I see all the changes from my body. I finally starting to appreciate and to be grateful for my body, which I never been until that moment. I never appreciated myself. I never said thank you to my body for everything what it does. So for me, being pregnant and having a baby really helped me to be grateful and appreciate myself. So I never, after I found out that I was pregnant. So in the beginning of 2017, I can't remember exactly the last episode that I have from eating Compulsa, but it was in the beginning of 2017. I never had another episode, and I literally made one decision. Obviously, this is a constant work. I still need to work on myself in terms of self-esteem, self-confidence, telling myself the right things, being kind to myself, being conscious that sometimes I make mistakes in terms of things that I say to myself. So you need to be very conscious about what you say and what you do to heal yourself. But I have help. I seek it for help many times. I had many coaches, things that work, things that did not work so much, trials and failures, or trials and mistakes, whatever we want to call it. But the thing is, we keep trying until you reach there. So if you are going through something and you are not able to solve it yourself, ask for help. That's the most courage things that you can do. It's ask for help. So we are going through another meditation again. So I want you to close your eyes again. And whenever you're ready, again, you're going to place the hands facing up. Cross your legs or put your feet down, whatever position that makes you comfortable. And you're gonna take another deep breath in, breathe deep breath out. You're gonna breathe again in. You're gonna breathe again out. And again, as you keep breathing in and out, just pay attention to my voice. And now again, I want you to see yourself in a cinema or whatever place you want to be, that you are watching TV of your own self. But now you are watching yourself in the future, your future you, but you're gonna bring emotion into it. I want you to see and to visualize yourself exactly the way that you want to be. Physically, emotionally, mentally. What is that person doing? What is that woman capable of doing? How is her life? How she wake up? How is her relationship with her partner? How is the relationship with the kids? How is her personal life? Her friends? Everything. I want you to see the grace, the smile. How is your body? How do you feel it? Your arms, your belly. What are you wearing? You like a skirt, jeans, a nice dress? What are you wearing? How are you feeling in front of the mirror? What amazing things you are saying to yourself. You are capable. You are beautiful. You are amazing. You are great. You can do it. What kind of relationship she has around food? She's in control. She chooses what she eats very wisely, without restriction, in a peaceful way. She knows she can eat anything that she wants in moderation. But first of all, she cares about her health, so she gives to her body the best nutrients as possible. She doesn't eat just to eat. She respects her body, and her body asks for nutrients, for good things. And sometimes she will have whatever the mind and the soul asks also. The cake, the chips, the burger, whatever it is, but she's in control. She feels full of energy. She's kind to herself. She's loving. She's grateful. I want you to picture exactly the person that you want to be. And look, believing costs nothing. So dream about exactly what you want. It doesn't matter if you know how to reach that person or not. It doesn't matter. Your brain doesn't know if that person is already existing or not. What matters is what are you picturing about yourself? Which future you do you want? How do you want to feel within you? And that's what matters. And I hope you are picturing yourself in the screen with the most amazing things ever. And there are no impossibles, because the word impossible says, I am possible. So you can dream about whatever you want. The house of your dreams, the car of your dreams, the partner of your dreams, the family of your dreams, the body of your dreams, anything. Dream. Because if it happens in your mind, it can happen. You just need to believe. And I want you to feel exactly what that person is feeling. So whenever she's looking in the mirror and wearing her favorite clothes, or even when she puts the bikini on, or whatever she's wearing, Feel it, the emotion, the confidence, the proud, how proud you are from you, how energetic you are on your daily life. You wake up full of energy, excited for the new day, excited for the new opportunity. How is your relationship with your partner? How does he treat you? How do you treat him? How connected you are? Which kind of relationship you want with your kids? Because everything comes from a belief. And you can picture anything that you want to. So check and make the best scenes of yourself exactly the way that you want them to be. Because miracles happen. Believe on them. You don't need to know the how. Just need to believe you can. Simple. I want to picture it very well. Whenever you are ready, you're going to take a deep breath in again. Hold on into those feelings again. Be proud, be happy, be content. Be at peace, be calm, be grateful. Whenever you're ready, you're going to come back to the moment again. Keeping those feelings inside you. Feel your toes, your hands. Whenever you're ready, you can open up your eyes and feeling amazing about it. And thank you so much. If you have any question, if you want to share anything, now it's the time. It's really important to have someone to, we call it accountability, meaning someone, no coach or anybody can do the work for you or for me, whatever I want to reach. I can hire the most expensive coach. No coach can do the work for me. They can guide you, they can give you tools, you can learn and get inspired from them, but there is a part that you have to do. But have someone that you can count on, that you can contact, that it's that accountability can make the difference between reaching the goal or not reaching the goal. Because sometimes it's not lack of knowledge, sometimes it's lack of the push, because life goes on the way and the stress goes on the way, and we know what we need to do, but whatever we need to do, it's also easy not to do. We consciously know what we need to do, but it's very easy also not to do, because we can have any excuse, good or not so good, in terms of I'm not going to do because either I'm tired or I have work to do or I have more important things. But when we prioritize our health and we understand that this is a lifetime change and you don't need to do everything in one day, but if you do a little bit everything every day, you will reach there. It's like filling up your cup every day, and every day doesn't mean you need to exercise every day. It doesn't, no. But if you, every day, either you go in front of mirror and you say the positive affirmations to you, the next day you maybe do a meditation, the other day you do a fitness class, you are filling up yourself every single day, and that becomes an habit, and that over time is power. But definitely having someone that you can count on, that you can ask questions, it does make a lot of difference. Maybe for me, my fitness, even though if I have a coach, which sometimes I have a personal coach with my fitness, even me, a professional, I do feel difference, because someone is there correcting me, someone is pushing for me in a way that I don't push myself in that way. We should all have a coach to reach certain points in our life. Then sometimes we find a way that, okay, now I can, it's like a baby, you know, a baby when starts walking, he needs someone to go with him. But there is going to be a day like, now you can do it on your own, you know, and with us is the same. So sometimes you need that push to keep on going. So you can do it. I saw the amazing results that you reach with another program, and I'm so glad that you are here, and I'm so glad that you are sharing and you are being here, being honest and open about this. So use this platform, use me as much as you like, and I'm here to help you. So let's do it. So thank you so much for being here, and thank you so much for sharing that. So if you want to share anything else, feel free. If not, thank you so much, guys, for being here. I hope this subject, it's something that you needed to hear today. And if you have any question, any doubt, if you want to share anything, either in the group or with me personally, feel free. So I'll see you on the next one. Have an amazing week, an amazing month, and bye-bye.